We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run. This is Jaylen Warren. And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Monday. Here we go, son. Right.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Don't jump, man.
They'll try and run it here with Warren. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he gets this up to the 42.
Here we go.
Fields from the pistol. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. And I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
A first down throw for Fields. He's got it inside the 5. And he will score. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. He'll look to throw. Open man, Malik Washington.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can reach.
Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. That's the linebacker, Alex Highsmith.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but there is a penalty flag on the play.
Here we go. Right.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Hey, Ken. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And he'll take this down to about the 15. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
The tight end going in motion to the left.
Right.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
West right sit. Hey, 551. 5.
Cooks going in motion.
Go.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught by the tight end. Pat Fryermuth. Touchdown Steelers. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. They'll look to throw. That's taken in by Achane. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's a give to Achane. He brings this to about the 26-yard line. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. Now, faking the give. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
He'll drop the throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Dolphins are on the board. It's now 14-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go. We're good.
They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Here we go. Sit high.
On the ground, this is Harris. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Don't jump. Ready?
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Oregon.
And on a possession where the offense really had their way on the ground, they got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, is it worth putting the ball in the air? Yes, we want to generate points. We want to push the ball downfield, but none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
Let's go now.
Hill brought in motion. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. A run out of the gun with Achane. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a second and 9. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard. Back to throw. That is caught by Washington. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on third and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything's short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Back to the air once more on second down. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here's 3rd and 2. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. His second touchdown of this first half. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
A run out of the gun with Warren. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. Fields now on 2nd down. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
2nd down and 8.
Here we go, son.
Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. And he will score. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes a return from the 3. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get rid of it and complete it. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down. They'll throw out of the gun. Open man is Robinson.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Catch made there by Waddle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Back to the air one more time. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Steelers has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner. Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Here we go.
Second down, it's Fields. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And third down coming up.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. And this one is blocked. So, we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. A safe kick taken at the 5. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That is caught left side by Waddle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On 1st and 10, it's Achane. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Achane. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage. Across the 50 to the 48. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
This throw right side is caught by Hill. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Steelers has it.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Warren. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
3rd and long.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, they go with Warren. Warren, first down, and more. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. On the handoff, this is Warren. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Angel. Okay.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Here we go, sir.
From the shotgun, it's that one intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one complete to Washington. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot. A deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
That's taken in by Achane. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. That's complete. It's Waddle. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and Let's also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercept it. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
This one downfield, complete to Cooks. That one good for 26 yards.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And a minimal gain there, down to the 20. On second down, a run with Harris. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Third and 6.
Here we go, son. Right.
Fields to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And Fields, who's tough to bring down in the open field, gives the D a break as he slides down. But he got the first down.
Here we go.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
Here we go.
Cooks going in motion.
Tonight.
Now a second down throw for Fields. A toss left side, caught by his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here we go.
Fields from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's A-10. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Back to throw. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Play action now for Fields. Taking off. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Tight end on the move left. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
575.
A quick toss into the hands of Lamb. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Pittsburgh Steelers.
Go, John. Ready?
Of the 21-yard line.
Go.
Fields operating out of the pistol. He's got it at the 7. And he'll be taken down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
And they are all over that on defense. Good surge, drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
Here we go.
That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Pat Freiermuth, touchdown Steelers. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And that is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
He'll drop to throw. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And this is good. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The kicking team off for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Dolphins are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Dolphins 21. Harrison Davis to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Here we go, sir.
Cooks going in motion.
Right.
They'll drop to throw. Pass right side, caught by Lamb. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
And another 1st down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, can't. Here we go.
Fields. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And that ball incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack. 2nd down big play attempt falls incomplete.
Here we go.
And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
Here we go. Right.
Fields to throw for it. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he's going to have the Steelers 1st down. And it's a big letdown there defensively. Somehow they allow them to convert on 4th and long. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen.